Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow Overwatch 2 lovers, haters, and victims. Because Lord knows why they're still playing this game. But to be honest, that might not be fully true. Now, we are back once again, which is with what is obviously an Overwatch 2 reaction video. I was surprised by this on my FYP, aka the YouTube home screen. I was like, whoa, there's a hot lady here. And it's Overwatch. And little did I remember, Overwatch still exists, it's still alive, and I want to say somehow, but I also don't because this is something we could get into. But that game is so predatory, and that game is just squeezing its players out. But also, to be fair, it's had a lot of significant, I think, updates, and I wouldn't fully know because I don't play it. But my friends play it, and I've seen them play it a little bit, and I was shocked at how much they've changed, of course, after I've left. Now, we actually also have an Overwatch survivor here with us today. The one, the only, the very special, the very honored, the AUNTY. My
Hey.
AUNTY.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. So,
Ooh,
AUNTY,
yo. I'm excited.
as an Overwatch survivor, because it's been a while, and now I'm a more recent survivor because I don't play the game anymore for now. But it's been a long time since I think you've even done or seen or even talked about Overwatch. So, why don't you play Overwatch anymore?
The game, I don't know, maybe gaming itself is rough, but I think the game is going down a boring path. It was very boring. I was getting. Yeah, I felt like they lost their passion. They were just shitting stuff out.
Even though they added the new hit game mode Stadium, where it's basically an amalgamation of the PvE we were supposed to get.
Listen, I don't even know what that is. Well, actually, I do know what that is. I just, it was, the damage was done. The taint was
Mm.
sucked out of me.
Oh my god. Now, I've tried it, and it was fun. And obviously, this is something Overwatch is good at. They said, "Oh yeah, don't worry, guys, more is coming." But it's kind of like my auntie said, the damage was done. And I would say that it is fun, but it got very meta. Like people quickly figured out what's good, what's not. And Overwatch does update it over time, but it's too slow. And this is where even their competition, which I heard isn't doing so hot, Marvel Rivals, they're releasing stuff way, way faster than Overwatch is. And even they're not doing too hot, but they're releasing a new hero every month. And those heroes are actually pretty fun. And I'll be honest, I did play yesterday, and I was shocked at how fun Gambit was, the newest healer. But regardless, we're talking about Overwatch here. So, we have this new hero. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the lore. I know for the game, and I said this previously, they did update a lot since I've left, at least visually. There's like a lot of polish on the HUD and a lot of polish on the selections and stuff, but that could just be surface level. Obviously, the game hasn't really changed, and if you've played Overwatch as long as we have, then you kind of get sick of it at a certain point, especially when it's been going downhill. Because, like I said, the game is basically going to live almost forever because it has a dedicated fan base that almost won't leave it. They won't die no matter what they say, no matter how much they say, yeah, we're moving to Marvel Rivals, yeah, we hate the game, we're quitting. Very little people actually do that. And because the game now has collabs, the game is pretty much never going to die, at least permanently, until a very, very long time passes. But either way, I thought, why not have a blast from the past here and react to the newest hero? Honestly, just because she's hot and she's a girl. So, without further ado, I would say we get into it. Are you ready to go, Auntie?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's take a look at this new hero who seems to be maybe Italian or Roman because the title is La Lupa, which means, correct my French, the wolf. Whoa. He looks like Samira from League of Legends. Oh, am I double speeding this by accident? Oh, yeah, I am. My bad. There we go. Okay, so the crowd didn't like what she did. Ah,
Look at them.
look at them. Look at her fucking hair. It's so big.
To see their faces.
But they're booing her. Why?
The lights.
She looks like
The
a tank.
spectacle.
She's definitely not a healer.
I've become quite the celebrity in the Colosseum.
Yes, this is Roman.
They
It has
have
to be.
chosen me.
There's no way.
They call me La Lupa.
Okay, maybe
the
Spanish,
wolf.
actually. I don't know.
And I'm their villain.
Whoa. Is she a part of Talon?
First, I
That's even
hated
still around? She has to be a
years and
tank.
years reminded me of the
The
secret
color of the
surrounding
effects looks
yourself
pretty cool.
with. Weak men who leached off of your greatness.
So she's obviously a daddy's girl. She really likes her dad.
Leaving me with nothing.
Ooh, it's kind of giving me Junker Queen vibes.
Alone.
That looks so cool with the black on the sword. Oh, shit! Looks like a
But
meat
you were
woman.
preparing me for this.
Oh, he was beating her! Yeah! This is her internalizing it.
In
Oh
your
my
way,
god, her father's the
you
wolf.
showed me that fear was a weapon.
Oh shit,
You
what the
helped me
fuck?
temper my wild
PETA?
and reckless nature with
Damn!
patience and guile. Taught me
Kinda
the
reminds me of
value in
Bane
knowing my
in
enemy,
DC.
in learning to turn their greatest strengths
How did she grow so much?
into their
Jesus.
weaknesses.
Oh shit.
Even in death,
Talon?
you
Wait, is he a
showed me
part
the
of Talon?
consequences of underestimating an adversary.
Or is this like who Reaper killed?
I promise you.
Yeah, it was the guy. I think the
won't
guy that
repeat
Reaper
your
killed.
I think so, yeah.
Look at me, Papa.
Ooh, look at
This
me!
is no longer
He
the
beat
face
her.
of your little girl. Your enemies are still my enemies.
So I guess she's good.
So much more than you had the chance to see. My
Ooh!
recklessness is now focused rage.
Wow! Nah, the effects are actually really fucking cool. I hope that's in the game.
I am the wolf.
Wow! Wow! She looks like fucking Superman.
Their right
Damn,
to
how the
fear
fuck
me.
did she go that
They
high?
will respect me. This arena,
Whoa.
this mob, this moment is all just a means to an end.
Ooh.
Every lesson, every loss has
Wow!
been tallied and recorded.
Now they like her. What fucking, like,
I will
switchies?
take back everything that was stolen from us.
Well,
And
you
I
can't get him back.
will use them to do it.
That sword looks really fucking cool. I like how at the bottom they have to include that it includes random items. It's so funny. That's because European law. Oh, her in-game? Oh. Where the fuck is the thing? Where is she? What? What is this? Just petals? What the fuck?
Oh, what do you? It's nice petals.
Okay, what? What was the point of that? Ew, what is that? Yeah, let's just ignore whatever that was. Um. Anyway,
I think we should go back and see what that was.
yeah, no. So, first things first, right? The one thing I always want to put forward is I'm really not that connected to the Overwatch lore anymore, and I don't even really play the game anymore. The only thing I think that would get me back in the game is maybe trying out a new hero, being incentivized with some sort of monetary like incentive. AK maybe on Discord they give me a quest for like some currency to play it because that's how they got me on Marvel Rivals yesterday. But I really don't know what's going on with the lore, but I will say this. Overwatch has a history. Now I don't know if it's happening here because I don't know how people are going to take this. And I could see this kind of going two ways potentially, but Overwatch has a history of doing sort of DEI editions or runbacks. I mean, they went back and they made a lot of people not straight, and I mean that in a nice way. I don't mean that in like any bad way. But this is where I could see her going to ways because a lot of people had a problem with Hazard, and I don't know if you remember how Hazard looks, Auntie. Do you remember how he looks?
Ugly.
Yeah, and a lot of people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And this is where just in general right now some games like Call of Duty are really, really getting flack right now because they're essentially becoming like too. I don't want to say modern day because that doesn't describe what it actually is, but they're getting so like brain rotted and just so nonsensical where they're trying to appeal to an audience they think is the majority, but it's not. So this is where for Vendetta, I believe her name is. I was about to call her Lupa. Her lore seems to be teetering on two things, right?
Chalupa.
Jalupi, yeah. So this is where, in one instance, obviously she's a very strong female character, female lead, I might say, where, she had her issues, she rose above them, and now she's a leader. But in another way, I kind of see her still wanting the approval of others, because I guess she kind of got that taken away from her by Reaper killing her dad. And we won't really talk about
And
what Reaper's sisters does, but that's there too.
can you give
But
us a hint?
uh, yeah, she's a model of sorts, I would say.
Uh,
But this is where it's very interesting because I don't know if people are gonna like her lore thus far. I don't know if people are gonna hate it. I don't know if there's more I'm missing, but I can see it going both ways. I could see people like her be like, "Yeah, she's a woman who is empowered and strong and independent." Not like we had Junker Queen for that. But in another way, we can be like, "Oh, she's a girl who can't get over her issues. It's more DEI. It's more
I,
stuff like
I
that."
I do think though that what if she goes after for revenge? She goes
No,
after Reaper's
no,
sister.
no. That would be a crazy plot twist that would get me back in the game. At that point, I would have to play again to find out what happens next. But we
But
really don't even know if it was Reaper who shot her. Honestly,
that's true.
we didn't see
That's,
it.
but regardless, I think her design is pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go back
It's
to that. I thought she was gonna be here in the fucking end with the pedals, but I guess not.
I saw her. You just have to look
Oh,
carefully.
I gotta get my glasses, I guess. But yeah, I mean, effects wise and everything. I mean, number one, she's big. Again, she's really giving me Junker Queen vibes, where she's just like a big fucking. Oh god, look at this guy. This guy beat her, by the way. Like he beat her. But I think she's pretty cool looking. I mean, the whole reason I clicked on this was because I was like, oh look, hot woman. She obviously has the outfit to go along with it too. I can only imagine the skins, but she is a hottie. Now I can't tell if she's Spanish or Italian, but I feel like she is kind of running over the niche of Junker Queen a little bit. And this is where, just in general, I have no issue with her. I actually like her. I don't mind that she runs over Junker Queen. I think she's a cleaner Junker Queen, thank God. Junker Queen is kind of too masculine and a little dirty for me because she's, the queen of junk. But I do think that one major issue I have with Overwatch, and they kind of, I don't want to say they tackled it. They did like the bare minimum attempt, and even then it took them how long to do this? And this is where you can't really, I mean, I'd be surprised if you know this, Auntie, but I feel like their lore is going nowhere. I legitimately feel like a lot of problems with these games, and this is one problem that I would say Fortnite doesn't have, and especially now of all times, League of Legends doesn't have either because they're taking big risks, and well, not Fortnite, more League than anything. They're actually moving the lore forward, and they're actually killing off, allegedly, characters in the actual game lore wise. Like, yeah, you could still play them, but their stories are done. Like, they're dead. There's no more. They're gone. So that usually never happens in a multiplayer live service game because it's against business. Like, if the character's dead, you can't canonically do anything with them in the lore. Obviously, you could still sell skins, and I'm sure a lot of people probably don't care at the end of the day as long as the skin is cool, very cool. But story wise, they tend to not want to kill off characters that are playable. And in a similar sense, the lore doesn't really move forward. And, sometimes it does, and for Overwatch, it did when it got to Overwatch 2. Because the main progression that I know is okay, Overwatch 1, they're recalled, they're coming back together. Overwatch 2, there's the Omnic crisis, I guess again, and they're all together and they're fighting the Omnics again. Aside from that, what progression has there been? I don't know. This is what I'm honestly asking, but I don't think there's been much. But I think that's the major issue. Yeah, they're adding these new heroes, but I think the lore is just crawling forward. And the lore is something people really like. I mean, look at the fucking cinematics, right? A lot of the hero trailers, the animated trailers, do very, very well for Overwatch, and they're very well known. But it's cool, but they're kind of almost soft locking themselves because the lore just doesn't move far enough. Now, I don't know what her lore is. Obviously, it's related to Reaper and his sister. But it's like, what's really gonna happen? She's not gonna kill Reaper. I doubt Reaper could even die to her, but her sword is cool as fuck. But lore wise, I think that's one of the sad weaknesses of the game. And again, I think they're just leaning more into hopefully decent gameplay with the new game modes and just hardcore, even more than the gameplay, just cosmetics. It really is just cosmetics that they're just trying to sell and have the game be, good with. And this is where they tried to do their stupid campaign game mode bullshit that people clown them for, rightly so, because it was basically paid nonsense PvE missions that is a shadow of what we were supposed to get. And it's actually horrible, and I don't even know if they're doing them anymore, but it is terrible. It is terrible. But yeah, lore wise, I think the game is moving at a crawl, if not at all. Then again, I don't know. And they're really leaning into gameplay, which I think they're doing decently, and just cosmetics, which we're doing, they're doing the most of. But that's kind of my take on it. Lupa's cool. I hope she's fun. Maybe I'll get on to play her, but I probably won't. The only thing, again, like I said, that could get me on the game is a Ramatra Mythic, maybe, or I'm incentivized to play it for a little bit. But I've kind of had my fun with Overwatch. But what do you think, Auntie, about Lupa, about, I guess, maybe Overwatch in general, if you want to touch that with a 10-foot pole? What do you think?
I think essentially design looks cool. I think the name is stupid.
Well, I called her Lupa. Her name is Vendetta. Because, guess what? This is where they're going to spoon feed you her fucking character now. Guess what she has against Reaper's sister? A vendetta.
Oh, now that you mentioned it, take off your pants. Anyways, Chris, um, I think essentially I'm very infatuated with the design. I
I mean,
like
it's
it.
hot as hell. I like it. It's better Junker
It's
Queen, honestly.
definitely inspired by me.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I mean, her sword, like the black, like energy, and like the black and white energy. Like, I don't care about all this bullshit. I don't care about her dad beating her, but the sword is just so fucking cool. Like the effects. That's the only thing really getting me. Like, that's like a pitch black sword. Oh my god, look at that shit. It's like black fire. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? I know what this is. It's a Materasu from Naruto.
Oh, Sasuke.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how her interactions with Reaper go.
I mean, listen, and that's gonna be the sucky part. It's gonna probably be okay, but it's like, to what end? She's not gonna do anything. The lore's never gonna move forward with those two. But
Yeah,
you know, overall though, I think it's cool. I'm not too much of a hater for Overwatch just because I'm so far away from it now, thankfully.
it's kind. I would say uh, I'll give it a design wise a nice 8.5. It looks stupid,
I know this part is so dumb.
like a rejected Superman.
I know that's the first thing I thought. Like, this is the part where I think they're forcing it a little too hard. Where it's like, she says she doesn't want their approval, but at the same time she does. So it's like, I don't know. I think her character's a little conflicting and a little hypocritical, but I can look past it. The sword is pretty cool. But either way, I think she's all right. Not all right enough for me to get on the game, unless her gameplay really wows me, which I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if I'll do another video on this shit. I don't really want to, but she's cool decently. I might look into her, and if she's good enough, I'll get on the game. I guess I really don't know why they did these fucking pedals. This shit is so dumb. But yeah,
Because
final.
Sasuke.
Yeah, for Sasuke. Yeah, that's his genjutsu working on us. But yeah. Any final opinions?
What would you rate it?
Oh yeah, sorry. Probably like a 7 out of 10.
I'll give it
Yeah.
a 7.8. I like the design.
I mean, the design is good, but I'm thinking like, is it enough to get me on the game? If I rate something a 7, I'm decently interested. I would honestly rate it like a 6.5. I'm gonna say 6.5 out of 10. Out of Jeff Kaplan's, I would say 6.5 out of 10 Jeff Kaplan's. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Tell us what you thought in the comments down below, and if you want to see more of us and the lore behind Reaper's sister, watch us at Twitch TV/Tecnics channel.